There's a new coordinator and a new scheme on defense for Oklahoma State. Brian Nardo is OSU's third defensive coordinator in the last 3 seasons.
Well, he has 15 years of college coaching experience, including last year as the coordinator at Little Gannon University, a Division II school in Pennsylvania. This is his first season at college football's highest level.
Right now, Brian Nardo couldn't be happier. It's a long trip going from defensive coordinator at Division II Gannon University to a Power 5 position. But Nardo's principles are ones that can travel.
I believe in players, I believe in relationships, and to see them buying into it makes me realize I came to the right place. And that was instilled in me from Garen Higgins at Emporia State. We believe in being a family, we believe in taking care of our players.
Nardo is the third coach in charge of the defense in the last 3 seasons for the Cowboys, and it's the second time Mike Gundy has gone outside the Division I level to find a coordinator, former OC Mike Yursich being the other.
Pre-practice, we do a 20-minute walkthrough, and he stands out there and coaches every position. Coaches the 5 technique, coaches the nose, coaches the inside backer, coaches the walked out guy, coaches the robber, and coaches the safety, and coaches the corner on every play. So that tells you what you got.
On the X's and O's side of things, OSU will go from a 4-man front to a predominantly 3-man defensive line, 3 linebackers and 5 defensive backs. The scheme is different than before. The philosophy for now is to keep things simple, to allow his players to play fast.
If you look at defense A, we can run B, C, and D right off of it, and it doesn't change much for 9 people. It just changes stuff for 1 guy. So that guy has to know a lot, but everyone else is able to adjust really quickly.
2 of those players are 2 of the best on the OSU roster, linebacker Colin Oliver and safety Kendall Daniels.
Does it give you more freedom, or is there, with that, more responsibility?
Both. Obviously as linebackers, you're going to have a whole lot more responsibility than a defensive lineman would. And on top of that, the new position change is going to put me in different positions that are going to be favorable.
He has yet to call a game for the Cowboys, but not long after Nardo arrived in the spring, he'd already won, connecting with and earning the trust of his players.
They care, and they want to do it. These guys they're training to be professional athletes. So when they want to learn something and they want to come in and get better, they attack it every day.
I've heard the word freedom a lot from the players on that defensive side of the ball, and they really enjoy it because it allows them to play fast. They've got a lot of speed. They'll show it all over the field. I still think 2 of the most critical pieces on this defense, you've got Colin Oliver moving from defensive end to safety, and then Kendall Daniels, the middle safety on the back end. Those 2 guys, extremely athletic, can make a lot of plays, and they'll have to, and they've got a lot of responsibility when they have to make those plays. If they got freedom, you got responsibility. Up the middle, Dusty, they're strong. It's a lot like a baseball team. If you're strong defensively up the middle, you're going to be pretty good.
No question. And those linebackers, they're very happy about. You got Justin Wright, the Tulsa transfer. He's already a leader and a veteran presence. Xavier Benson, he's been fast and showing up with bad intentions. That's what they want this defense to be. Simple. These guys running around and hitting big collisions. I like the big nose tackle, Justin Kirkland. He's had a great fall camp as well. And on the back end, you mentioned Kendall Daniels, such a key piece. That bandit safety, he's the alley player, can come downhill. And Trey Rucker, he's had a good camp too. I'm fascinated to see what this defense looks like, Dean.
There is understandable skepticism after losing 5 of the final 6. But remember, OSU was rolling after that thrilling home win over Texas. They were 6-1. That's history. And now I expect Mike Gundy, kind of the ultimate competitor, to bounce back. The overall talent level is not overwhelming, but it's a soft schedule, and there's enough talent and coaching to win. Maybe when the lights come on, Alan Bowman will shine, but I like Garrett Rangel. And by the way, it still doesn't feel right that Spencer Sanders is not even starting, apparently, down at Ole Miss, and he's not at Oklahoma State when he could have been.
No doubt about it.
Up next, we're breaking down the X's and O's on the Sooners offense and defense, including one linebacker who some would say was born for the gridiron.